This year for the women's tour, I'm really looking forward to us going back to Maui and Trestles and Fiji. I think those were the three events that, last year everyone was really looking to see how well the women would surf, and I loved Trestles, and I love Maui and Fiji equally, but I think Fiji as well, being that real dream destination, is going to be a really fantastic event for the women next year, and I think it's going to be a good year. Going to Fiji was really all about, having the girls in a legitimate reef wave, and it was something that we'd kind of been missing from the women's tour, and we don't have any other plans to be adding another one, but of course, looking into the future, I'm never going to rule out, making the tour better, but for this year, Fiji is going to be that way for us, as well as Maui, and hopefully we get, a really big swell in Maui, and then we'll have those two really great events for the women. It's always really exciting, getting new people on the tour, and so this year we're going to have Sage Erickson and Silvana Lima back. I'm not going to call them rookies, but they haven't been there for a year or so they're going to be really great to watch. But also to have Tatiana Weston Webb, coming up, this will be the first time ever on the World Championship Tour, and I think that as a fully fledged member, now that she had a few events last year where she got to have a go at them, but it's going to be a good year for her, and it's going to be really interesting to see how she does in waves like Fiji. What we're starting to see now is all the women bringing the the aerials that they're doing in the free surfs into the contest jersey, and that was really a lot of thought behind going to somewhere like Trestles, where it's such a high performance wave, and that kind of a spot is really going to allow the women to open up and kind of push the boundaries. So this year, coming into 2015, for the women to all start be doing more airs in contests is something that I'm expecting, I guess, and we've seen a few here and there, but we haven't seen anyone consistently going out and going, I'm going to be the aerialist. And I actually think that Silvana Lima could really be that person to start pushing everyone to do more in heats. Someone like Tyler, Carissa, Lakey, they've all been quite consistent, but Silvana's the kind of person that will try and do one every single heat. So I think that, I do expect that to be a really important part of competition for this year. I think that airs are probably similar to like the last frontier for women's surfing. We've had the women competing in barrels, and we've had power surfers. Someone like Tyler is so powerful in the water, and then she's now also can do all the airs as well, and she's starting to do them in contests. And I think the air game is really, it's going to be the last kind of thing for the women to get down. And once we see people like Tyler and Carissa doing the really big carve straight into the air reverse combination, that's when everyone's going to just go, ooh, because we see it in free surfs, and so that's what I'm just slowly waiting for it to happen, in the contest jersey. I do really expect to see that same top four with Carissa, Steph, Sally and Tyler. They're so hard to separate at the moment. Going into the last event in Maui last year, we had Sally and really Steph, Tyler, all kind of like this, but Sally ended up in fourth, and we had Carissa come up and take third. But so I think between all of those four, that's going to be, last year we saw probably the most hotly contested and closest world title that we've ever seen for the women, so I am expecting that. And then I could see a bit of a dark horse being there in the fifth, like I'm going to say maybe Courtney, or I'm actually going to say maybe even Coco. Coco, I think, has kind of been really inconsistent with the results, and once she starts getting that consistency there, I expect her to be quite high every time, so it's going to be, the fifth one's going to be really interesting.